Do 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 two brain cell and a mic. We're thinking out loud, but it's not too bright. Hosted by Cat and Tez, alright, it's two brain cells and a mic.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
This is Kat.
And Taz.
Now let's talk about Vegas.
Not too much, though, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Exactly right. Now, this all started before we even got on the plane, as per fucking usual, because our holidays start at the airport.
They do, as they do, because we're usually flying somewhere. But I just want to make note that we are not alcoholics. We're really not. I know most of our podcasts involve us getting drunk or drinking, mostly both, but we're really not alcoholics. But, you know, it's holiday, so... And because you're allowed to get drunk at 6 a.m. when you're on holiday, you know, it's okay. And I think our flight was actually at 6:30. So, we get to the airport. The first thing we do after we've dropped our bags is head to the pub.
Yeah, and we actually did a little, bar crawl of the airport.
Mm-hmm.
For those who have not been to Melbourne Airport before, there is a lot of bars in there,
Oh,
actually.
yeah. Yeah.
So we had a beer first at the bar that's right at security as you walk in, like you do security and then it's right in front of you there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a drink there, and then once they updated our gate number and we knew where we were supposed to be going, we trekked down the end of the airport down there, and there was a little bar, next to our gate, so we had a drink there as well.
Yeah, and once we had moved to the bar closest to our gate, we ordered a bottle of champagne and a glass of orange juice because we wanted to make mimosas, and shockingly enough, they did not sell mimosas, so we had to, improvise.
Exactly. And this was our first overseas trip together, so we were really excited.
Oh, yes. Very.
Excuse me. I do apologise, by the way, if I'm coughing at all throughout this episode. I was recently unwell, and I still have a cough from it, so I will try not to disrupt the podcast too much. But the lady at the bar was really lovely. She saw us trying to pour our orange juice into our champagne, and because it had ice in it, it was spilling everywhere, and she realised that we were trying to make mimosas, came straight over and was like, "Hey, are you making mimosas?" And we were like, "Yeah, we are. Of course we are." And she's like, "Bet. Don't worry, I'm coming back." And she came and brought us a new glass of orange juice. Didn't charge us, by the way. Fucking delightful lady.
I know.
Brings us a new glass of orange juice that had no ice in it, and it was in a taller, skinnier glass, so it was easier for us to pour into our champagne.
What a
That
gem.
was really nice of her. She was lovely.
She was. She must have seen us across the bar and thought, "What are they? No, I see what they're doing. I got you, girls."
Yeah.
And look, the mimosas went down really well. That one bottle turned into two, and we were half cut before we even got on the plane.
Yeah, I feel like that happens to us a lot. We kind of just get out of control. But anyway, we also had been up all night because if you're traveling internationally, you have to be at the airport 3 hours before your flight. Our flight was at 6:30, so we were there at, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning or something like that. So yeah, we had stayed up all night. This was our plan to beat the jet lag. We stayed up all night. We were gonna sleep on the first flight because we didn't book direct. Sleep on the second flight and then no. Sleep on the first flight, be awake on the second flight, and then go to sleep when we arrived, and then that would put us to be asleep in the night time over there, and then we would wake up in the morning and not have jet lag because we'd be in the waking up in the right time.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was method to the madness, and it fucking worked. So we're actual geniuses. Don't question it.
You are. I don't know nothing about traveling or jet lag or anything, so you had it all planned out. And when you pitched the idea to me, I'm like, "You want to stay up all night, mate? That is so easy. Let's go. I can stay up all night." So
I remember us lying on the bed, being like, "Can we just sleep?" And we're like, "No, we can't sleep. Keep each other awake."
I remember I lay down until he kicked me. No, I'm like, "Sorry, I'm up." And he pumped us some energy drinks, and we're trying everything we can to stay awake.
I think we had the fan blowing in our face.
Yeah, we did.
Keep our eyes open.
It was so hard. I don't know why. I could usually I could stay up. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't go to bed till like, if it's a weekend or whatever, maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So you'd think it would be easy, but for some
It's
reason it was.
always like that. You can stay up until you fucking need to, and then you can't keep your fucking eyes open.
Oh, it's just, whatever. But hey, it worked. And look, we ended up sleeping for most of the flight there, and I think we woke up a few hours before we were going to land, and we had huge hangovers. And I mean, I was in pain. And
I don't remember being that bad. I
I
remember
was.
you being bad, but I don't remember being
I
that bad.
was, because I
I
had to
remember
ask.
you begging the attendant for fucking Panadol, and they're like, "Oh, I don't think we can give you that," and you were like, "Please, I need
I
it."
I remember because I woke up with the massive headache, and I'm like, oh my god, this is not okay. I'm like, oh my god, it's a hangover headache, and I'm like, fuck. So the flight people were walking
That's
past, and I'm
what
like,
wine does to you, though.
I know, but the mimosas were so. I thought the orange juice would soak it up at least,
Soak it up.
you know.
I don't think so.
But anyway, yeah. So I said to the flight people, lady person, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, please, I need Panadol. She's like, what? I'm like, Panadol. She's like, I'm like, no, this is not a scenario. I need Panadol urgently, please. I have a really bad headache. She's like, let me just go ask somebody. I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
because she didn't know if she was allowed to give it to you. Because I
I
think it's just for them. Like, I don't think it's for customers. I think it's for, like,
know.
other flight attendants.
I know. And then nicely enough, she gave me like these 2 tablets. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Get in me. Um, but yeah, so, but it surprisingly went quick actually for such a long flight.
Yeah, so it was a 10-hour flight
Mm.
from Melbourne to Honolulu, Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And when we arrived in Hawaii, we had to go collect our bags because we booked separate flights. So we had to go collect our bags. And because we are entering the USA in Hawaii, we had to do customs there. So you collect your bags, you go through customs, and then you recheck your bags. At the time, it was probably the cheapest way to travel there.
Mm.
From what I could find anyway. I'm pretty savvy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, I
Mm.
really enjoy booking holidays and stuff. So, um, I was like straight on that. I was checking everywhere, and that seemed to be the cheapest. It knocked it down by like what, $600 or
It
something.
did, and I'm really glad that, and I'm still thankful to this day that you did all that planning and organizing. Can you imagine if I did that? Can you imagine if I was the one in charge of booking and
Mate,
organizing?
who knows where we'd fucking be, honestly. Who knows?
Yeah, so I'm glad you did it all. So thank you.
That's okay.
But yeah, thankfully we got through customs in Hawaii. Not mainland USA because of what you said, and I've heard some pretty horrid stories. And surprisingly, customs was a breeze. I mean, an
Yeah.
absolute breeze. Like,
It's lovely in Hawaii. I don't know what it's like now. I know there's been like some shit on the news about that lady that was fucking
wait,
um detained like in there like
ugh,
in Hawaii. I think it was in Hawaii.
oh
She
god,
was like she's married to a US fucking veteran, like
oh
he's in the
okay,
army, military.
oh okay,
Yeah, and they like detained her. They sent her to prison or whatever, and said that
Jesus.
I don't fucking know. There was a big hoo ha about it on the news and on social
Uh,
media and stuff, and like I don't know. There's three sides to every story. There's one side, the other side, and the fucking truth. So
yeah,
I don't know what went on there. But every time
mm,
I've been to the States, and I've been recently, like me and
mm,
you went. This is a recent trip that we've been on.
yeah,
Like in the past couple of years, and I've never had issues traveling to or from the States.
mm,
Um, but yeah, customs in Hawaii is very different to customs in, say, like New York or LA or like one of those other bigger cities. They're fucking awful. The lines are so long. You wait for hours. The staff are rude. Like
oh,
it's awful. But Hawaii was a breeze. It was great. And our flight actually landed in Hawaii earlier than it was supposed to.
mm.
So we had time to kill in Hawaii, and we ended up going to our first American Starbucks.
Oh, that was good.
Taz got to use American money for the first time, which she was
Again,
really excited about.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, we got ourselves a little quiet corner of the airport, and we settled down and waited for our check-in to open, and after we checked in, we went and found the nearest place to sell fucking alcohol, of course. What do we always do to pass the time?
I mean, we'll go to the pub, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, can I just say, if anyone that has not travelled and does go through customs, I don't know if it's every customs, but they have like sniffer dogs, and I don't know if that's like, is that security or sniffer? I don't know where it is, security or customs. Like they have the sniffer dogs where you have to walk
They
past.
kind of just like mull around the airport.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're just there periodically, like every now and again they just
Yeah. Advice: don't smile and go, "Oh, cute puppy," because they'll scold you for it.
Yeah, those are working dogs. They are on shift.
I know, but they were
And you're not
so
allowed to distract them.
cute. I know, but when like I had to walk like past to like, because this is when like we're lining up and then like so people walk in pairs to like walk and like so dogs can sniff you in case you got drugs or shit. I'm like, oh puppy, and I just got scolded. And I'm like, oh no, it's not puppy for me. Okay. But yeah, so don't do it. I know they're cute. Don't do it. You'll get scolded, and it doesn't feel nice.
They are bloody cute though.
So yeah, we go to the pub, of course. Found a bar nearby our gate and ordered some beers. We had a good chat with the bartender.
You'd think we would have learned our lesson, honestly.
I know we just
From the first flight.
no, but I think we were aware this was not we weren't going to be here long, so we couldn't exactly like go hard, you know.
Yeah.
So well, no, you know, so we ordered some beers, one or two, not many. We had a good chat with the bartender actually. He was
He was
asking,
nice. He
he
was older.
was, yeah, and he was asking all these questions about Australia. He was really sweet, and you know, of course, we gave him a nice tip.
Yeah, because you have to tip over there. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but I think it's like not nice to not tip over there.
Yeah.
No, he was super nice though. But when it was finally time to board our flight, this is now Hawaii's like in the middle, so this was another 10-hour flight coming up for us. And if we wanted to beat this jet lag, we needed to stay awake for this flight.
Oh, yeah.
Which obviously, if you're sleeping for 10 hours versus being awake for 10 hours, those feel very different. So this flight went a lot fucking slower. This was our second flight out of 3 for the day, and this flight was Honolulu to San Francisco, California.
Yes, and if you're in a plane where it's got those little screens in front of you, you can like watch movies and stuff. You can also like watch a map of the plane flying to the destination. Sometimes it's probably
I
not
don't
good.
recommend that.
Don't know, because I swear I was staring at it for a good 20 minutes and I swear the plane went backwards. I'm like, nah.
You just see the fucking minute go from 10 hours away to 11 hours away, and you're like, hang on.
Yeah, no,
What
I
the
was
fuck's
just like,
going on here?
so yeah, don't recommend it. After we arrived at San Francisco, our bags were already on the next flight because it was just a stopover. So all we had to do was go to the next plane. And I think we were only there like 30 minutes to an hour. Like, it wasn't long to get onto our next flight.
It wasn't. It literally felt like we got off the plane, walked across the airport, and got on a plane. Like, it really was very quick.
Yeah, so now we're on our third flight from San Francisco to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm not gonna lie, we were fucking wrecked at this point. And when we arrived, just stepping off the plane, there's like lights everywhere. Like, even being inside the airport, it's like a casino. There are slot machines everywhere, people have drinks in their hands, and I'm like, is this an airport? The fuck? Like, there's just shit happening. And the music was loud, so you'd fucking know you're already in Vegas. Just by the airport.
If any of our listeners have never been to Vegas before, Vegas is like a different fucking planet. Like, there is nowhere else in the world like Vegas. Like, time, it just doesn't exist there. And the first time I ever went to Vegas, I was like, yep, did Vegas, that was really cool. Probably will never come back here. Whatever, it is what it is. Then the second time I went to Vegas, I thought, done Vegas twice now. Like, surely this is it. Don't really need to come back here. It was great. It was fun. I've experienced it, whatever. Now I'm on my way with Taz for the third time to fucking Vegas, and I'm like, damn, I don't know what it is about Vegas. I keep fucking ending up here. And as we are talking right now, Taz and I are actually going overseas to the States next year, and guess the fuck where we're going?
Vegas.
Fucking Vegas. I don't know what it is. It's like a magnet. You keep fucking going, even though you say you're not going to go again.
Do you remember you telling me when we were planning the trip?
It's like an ex you can't get over. You keep going fucking back. Like, no.
Well,
Go, Vegas, let me go.
Well, maybe you can't let Vegas go. Have you ever thought of that?
Well, it's not me. Every time I go with someone that's never been there. And then
Okay.
it's always someone going, "Oh, can we go to Vegas?" And I'm like, "Oh, no."
I know. I remember because we were playing trip. You told me the places you had been and where you didn't want to really go back because you didn't
Yeah.
particularly like it. Vegas was like, look, Vegas was great. You liked it, but you just didn't really want to have to go back again. I was like, yeah, cool. I don't care about Vegas, whatever. And then like within a week, I'm like, hey, you're like, hey, I'm like, can we go to Vegas? You're like, oh god, okay, fine.
Do we
Um,
have to?
you're like, yeah. I'm like, please, like, okay, fine. So finally we get to Vegas. We go to a hotel. We put our packs. But then it was like really late. Like it was still like
I
kind
think
of
it was
dusk
like
outside.
getting close to midnight, maybe.
It was. It was getting
Yeah.
close to midnight. But obviously it's buzzing in Vegas. There's people everywhere. It doesn't feel late at night, and everyone was just having drinks and having a great time. And I just thought, oh, I really want to join. I really want to be downstairs in the bar having drinks and going woo. But we need to beat the jet lag, so we had to go to bed. We had to force ourselves to go to bed. We had to be
Yeah.
restraining ourselves.
And even though we were so excited, we had also been traveling for 20 hours at this point, 20 plus,
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
20, maybe 27 hours, I think,
Yeah.
actually, all up, like including travel to and from airports and stuff. But
Mhm.
once we did hit the pillows, we didn't have much time, like much trouble falling asleep because it does exhaust you. Even if you sleep on the plane, it's still fucking tiring. You can't have a shower. You can't, like, unless you take a toothbrush with you can't brush your teeth or brush your hair, or like you just feel ratty and exhausted. So,
Mm.
we pretty much just like lay down on the bed and immediately went to sleep.
Oh yeah, we went straight up to the hotel. I opened the window. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in a different country. This is amazing. I'm like,
I remember coming straight over, shutting the blinds, and being like, "No,
I
get in the
remember that.
bed."
I remember that because I opened the blinds. I think we were on like on a pretty decent level. We had a nice view. Like I
Yeah, I think we're on
opened.
the 20th or the 23rd floor or something.
Yeah, yeah. I opened the blinds like, oh my god, this is beautiful. We're in Vegas. Oh my god, let's go get a drink. And you like shut the blinds. No, bed like a mum.
Shut.
I was like, oh. But hey, it was worth it, and we didn't have trouble falling asleep, and we woke up pretty refreshed, like about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, wow, I feel like brand new. Like had a good decent sleep. It was great.
Yeah.
Now, when we woke up, we had to stick to our normal routine of going to a pharmacy, supermarket, and getting our supplies, like we always do, because we don't fucking pack deodorant and shit. We just buy that when we get there.
Yeah.
And we had to everything we could to be not to get sidetracked. Even if we wanted to, hit the bar immediately and get mimosas at 7 in the morning because you can do that in Vegas. But we restrained ourselves and we went and did our chores first. And I think that was the only time we actually exercised restraint.
Yeah, we kind of went crazy after that,
Mm.
actually.
Yeah.
We came home with our toothpaste and our fucking water and all that shit, and we literally just dumped it on the bed, turned around, and walked back out of the room. I was like, I am not fucking sorting this shit out. I'm going. I'm
Let's
having
go.
fun.
Let's go.
And yeah, so we were at one of the older hotels on the strip. Not as old as like Caesar's Palace or places like that.
Hmm.
But it's called the Strat now. It used to be called the Stratosphere.
Yeah.
I don't know why they shortened it actually, but
Don't
um, yeah. So we were staying there. It's kind of at the end of the strip.
Yeah.
It's down the bottom. Not so it's on the opposite end of like the old strip.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of near the airport. Um. But yeah, so
Beautiful.
we I don't think we made it that far, to be
No.
honest, on
No,
day
no, no,
one.
no. Because the lobby of our hotel had multiple bars, like little restaurants. It had like little slot machines. Like it was just party central. It was like a massive pub crawl. So no, I think for the first few hours we didn't even make it out of our hotel. We went to all the bars and all the restaurants there first and had drinks at all of them.
Yeah.
We had to. We were like excited. It was great. Like hello.
Yeah.
And I don't think we did any gambling though. I don't think we ever touched those slot machines.
I don't remember
Mm-mm.
I don't remember it either, or even the tables as well.
No.
But another like thing about Vegas is you can actually go sit at the slot machines, put money in and just do the 1 cent bet.
Mm.
And then use the machine to call the attendant over, and then they will just bring you like free beverages, like even alcoholic beverages, like beers, cocktails, whatever.
Yeah.
And well, I say free. They do expect a tip.
Yeah.
So like you could get, for example, like a $12 drink and
Mm.
then tip them like $2 or $3. So you've basically got yourself like a $2 or $3 drink.
Yeah. And look, I mean, that sounds great. Like, instead of going to the bar and getting a $12 beer, you're sitting at the slot machine, call the, server attendant person thing, and they come over and they give you a beer, and you just tip them for $2, $2 beer, $2 beer. Beer for a
Yeah.
buck. Great. But then you have to sit at the slot machines, and that kind of, boring.
Yeah.
We won't
And
take
look,
no.
if you enjoy that kind of stuff,
Oh,
fucking go for
that's
your life.
great
I
if you
do
do.
recommend, though, if that's what you're planning on doing, folks, is give them a big tip first, so they keep like coming back to you pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
true.
Because if they think they're not getting much out of you, they'll slow it down. They won't be
Yeah,
bringing you drinks real quick or
yeah,
attending to you quickly. You'll be sitting waiting for a bit. So give them a big tip first, and then a couple little ones, and then another big one, and then a couple little ones.
yeah.
Just to keep them like
I mean,
fixed on you, sort of thing.
mm,
That's my hot tip for Vegas, anyway.
yeah, because then they'll be fucking nudging the other server people aside to go, fuck you, this is my client. Excuse me, he should be.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, but look, I'm going to be completely honest with you, Kat. I don't know how you feel, but I'm pretty sure you might agree. I don't remember a lot of Vegas. I really
Oh,
don't. We
nah.
were there for like a whole week, and it feels like a blur to me. We did have some specific things booked that we had to attend, but other than that, we just really bummed around. And
The more I talk about it, the more I'm like thinking
same,
back to it, the more I remember,
remember?
and like
Yeah,
it kind of floods back in a little bit. But yeah, it really was like there's a lot of unaccounted for time for
yeah.
sure.
And we were drunk for a lot of the time we were there. So
Yeah, and we didn't take any drugs in Vegas.
no, we did not.
But one of the days we were there, we had been trekking around all day. It's fucking hot. It was hot as fuck.
Oh
I
yeah,
think we were there in like
June.
end of July,
Yeah,
August, start of August maybe.
yeah.
So it was hot as fuck.
Mhm.
So sun's beating down on us, and there's an outdoor and an indoor area of like Vegas, and
Mhm.
all of the like hotels and casinos and everything, they're all kind of like connected in a way.
Yeah.
So you could literally walk for hours up and down the strip completely inside and not even
Mm.
know that you're
Yeah.
outside. So yeah, we had been trekking out for the day. We ended up back at our own hotel. We were sitting there kind of taking a little bit of a break. We
Mm.
didn't like go out for the day and sleep at night. We kind of just like came back and took breaks and had little
Yeah.
naps here and there. Like I
Yeah.
do remember that because we were out a lot at night
Yeah. We
and
were.
we were out a lot during the day.
Mm.
And I really only remember taking naps, like not
Yeah.
actually
Sleeping.
properly sleeping.
Mm.
Um, and we ended up back at our own hotel. We're sitting at the bar, and there was a guy sitting next to me, and he's wearing this short sleeve button up shirt. I can still fucking picture it in my
Same.
mind. It was great. And it had horses all over it. And a fun fact about me, I am a horse girl. I have been riding horses since I was 6. I love them. Fucking horses are great. I see these fucking horses on this guy's shirt, and I was like, oh my God, I love your horses. I just had to say something. I was so excited to see that he was wearing a horse shirt.
I know you did, and I also want to include another fun fact about Kat. Not so much these days, but back during this time, you used to have lash extensions that were long, thick, luscious.
I'm dabbling again, bud. I'm dabbling
I know
again.
you are. I see. But yeah, you used to get lash extensions, and they were very long. Not like caterpillars, but like they were long as fuck. Like
Yeah, they weren't crazy. They
no,
were tasteful.
no, they looked really nice, but they were very long. Anyway, you said to this man, "Oh my God, I love your horses," and he turns around, looks at you in the face, and says, "Thank you." Has anyone ever told you look like a Furby?
I nearly spat my fucking drink out, actually.
I would
Just
never.
now, while you were talking, and then.
I would never fucking forget the moment because that was so fucking funny. I've never heard anyone say that, and he's not fucking wrong. You low key look like a fucking Furby, and I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Now, for those that don't know what a Furby is, you have to go and just Google because it's a kid's toy from like back in the 90s or something, the early 2000s maybe. And
Yeah,
it's like a bird. It's a little bird, and it's got these huge eyes with these big old eyelashes, and it like talks to you and stuff, and you gotta like talk to it and feed it and do all this shit. Just Google it. Everybody should know what a Furby is, though, surely, because
Fuck,
they're
I've
like
never fed
cursed
my Furby.
objects.
That's for
They're all over
goddamn
the
sure. They're
internet.
fucking cursed as fuck.
Yeah, everybody fucking is always talking about Furbies.
Yeah, no. Don't. I mean, if you look it up, just
We'll
have,
post one on our Insta story.
please don't.
Because
You
I've
have a
got one.
Furby.
I've got a Furby. I went on eBay and I bought one that looked exactly like the one I had when I was a kid, and it's green and I love it.
Yeah, and every time I walk through the doors, your house gets a bit colder and fucking the wind stills outside. It's fucking cursed, bro. I try to convince you that even your partner agrees that it's cursed. It's fucking disgusting. Get rid of it.
Hey, you just told me that I look like one, and now you're saying they're disgusting.
That's
You're a
different.
bitch.
No, that's different. You're a real life Furby. You're
Okay.
not cursed. That's a
Whatever.
Furby. Anyway, enough about Furbies. So immediately we group up with this guy because he's fucking hilarious. We're both cackling, laughing, whatever. He was there. I think he said he was on a business trip, and the conference he was going to was being held at a hotel, and he was staying at a different hotel somewhere else on the strip. But we got his details, and we ended up hanging out with him for like the whole week.
Whoa. Sweet child of mine. There was another person that we met that night as well. Do you remember that guy?
No, don't remember anything. No. God, how can I fucking forget? Of course I remember. It's embedded into my fucking brain.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Canada.
It makes me cough.
Sorry, Canada. Who knows what his name actually was? He was also sitting at the bar trying to interject himself into our conversation. Like he was standing near Horseboy, and he must have heard the conversation and decided to interject himself. Again, we don't know who he was, what his name was. He said he was from Canada, so we just called him Canada.
Do you know I've been racking my brain trying
Mm.
to remember this guy's name. I cannot. It's gone. It's
And
in the fucking nether.
I don't.
I don't know.
Bro, I don't think we even asked for his name because he just started talking and we're like, okay, go away now.
He must have said it at some point,
Well, I
surely.
wasn't listening if he did. Now he injected himself into a conversation and he was wearing a Harley Quinn t-shirt.
Mhm.
But it doesn't stop there. No. He was wearing a Harley Quinn hat.
He was.
He had a Harley Quinn tattoo because he showed me when I didn't ask for it. Everything he was wearing was Harley Quinn, and that's
I think
all.
even his socks, bro.
Yeah, he showed us his socks, and we're like, wow, you really like Harley Quinn, and that's all he fucking talked about.
Well, he wasn't just obsessed with Harley Quinn. He was obsessed with you.
I don't know why.
We spent an ungodly amount of time ducking and diving and weaving around the fucking hotel trying to avoid this man because he was staying at the same hotel as us.
And look, it wasn't hard to avoid him because he just looked out for Harley Quinn.
Yeah, he was hard to miss. He really was. Because it wasn't just a regular hat. It was one of those, like, flat brimmed,
Yeah.
the ones. Come on, guys. You know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
You can picture this man. And so we spent an ungodly amount of time avoiding this man.
Yes.
At one point, he was sitting at the bar with me, and not by choice, by the way. I was sitting at the bar by myself originally, because somebody was fucking napping and didn't want to fucking come downstairs with me, so I had to go myself.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there minding my own business, having a beer, talking to the lovely bartender that we had made friends with because before we went anywhere, we stopped and had a beer at that particular bar at the hotel.
Yeah.
And he was great. So every time we went down, and it felt like he was always on shift. It felt like he just lived there at the bar.
Yeah.
So every time we went and had a beer, and we're like, hey, I think his name was like Neil or something, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Why can I remember that, but not fucking the other guy?
Oh.
Anyway, I'm like, hey, Neil, get me a beer. Thank you very much. Sitting there having a chat. All of a sudden, this familiar voice behind me, I turn around, and it's fucking Harley Quinn's #1 fan and Taz's #1 fan.
Yeah.
Standing behind me, and he's like, hey, can I sit here? And I was like, actually, Taz is coming, so maybe sit like a seat over so she can sit in between us. Like, how fun would that be? And he's like, yeah, great. And then he was like, literally did not say anything to me other than like, oh, so when's Taz coming? Oh, so what's Taz doing? Oh, where's Taz at? And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm texting you, and I'm like, get the fuck down here, bro. Rescue me from this fucking thing. I need to get out of here. I can't just come back upstairs and then come back downstairs. Like, you need to come and be like, oh, sorry, we've got reservations. Let's go. Like, help me. Wake the fuck up and help me.
Before I get into that, I do remember when we were hanging out with Horse Guy, we had explained who Canada was, so he was aware. and he had seen Canada like walking around the hotel, and he literally starts shouting, "Canada, Canada," trying to get his attention, and we both dove behind the nearest slot machine to hide.
Yep.
I was
We
like,
must have looked like insane people.
"Oh yeah," I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, bro, we just told you." Anyway, I do remember getting those text messages because I woke up. I'm like, oh, a million messages. I'm so popular, and I'm reading. I'm like, oh, oh,
I'm rolling my
oh.
eyes for those who can't see me.
I was like, oh, 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 she's in trouble. Oh, okay. And look, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you said Canada, I was like, I better take time because I wasn't rushing. I was contemplating whether I was gonna come down there or not.
So Taz finally, an eternity later, comes downstairs, and I'm like, "Oh, bud, we saved you a seat." And she looks at me with like the most fucking unimpressed look I've ever seen, and goes, "Absolutely fucking not," and sits on the chair on the other side of me. And that was hilarious to me because that's probably the most confrontational thing I've ever seen Taz do. It
Look,
was fucking hilarious.
okay, look, you had just woken me from my slumber with 1,000 messages urgently SOS. I knew why. I come downstairs. I need a beer urgently. I'm still tired, and I see Canada, empty seat, you. Do you really think there is a chance in hell that I was going to be sitting next to him? Are you fucking right in the
I
head?
hoped, yeah.
No, no. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit over here. And he was just like, oh, you bitch. And look, at one point, I remember trying to convince him that, since he's obsessed with Harley Quinn, he should go towards you because you have the exact personality as Harley Quinn, a fucking psychopath. And you were blonde at the time, so it was perfect. But no, he wasn't fucking having it.
Thank God, honestly.
No, not thank God. I don't want to be stuck with a crazy Canada.
Well, too bad.
Anyway, so we had, as I mentioned before, we had booked some specific things for this trip. One of them was a tour for the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam, which I didn't know the Hoover Dam was included in that, by the way, but it was cool. We specifically set an alarm so that we would get up because we had to be at the bus pickup point at 6 a.m. the day of the trip because the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam are quite waves away out of Las Vegas, and they're actually bordering the state over.
Yeah. So the Hoover Dam is at the border of Nevada and Arizona, and then the Grand Canyon is in Arizona. So we had to drive all the way out there and all the way back. So the whole trip together was like a whole day out thing. And it was a couple of hours on the bus, which we didn't know at the time of booking was actually a fucking comedy tour.
Oh, I know.
The tour guide guy, the comedy joke telling guy, surprisingly was actually very funny. Because when you have a sense of humor like ours, which is a bit dry, a bit, crude, kind of twisted, dark, yeah. Sometimes like comedy shows that are specifically catered like to the masses aren't really funny. Like they just don't hit the same way. But this guy was actually very funny and
entertaining too. I was shocked because I remember we sat down in the bus and he announced it's like it's a comedy. Like he had I don't know, he like came up, like we thought he'd just sit down and we'd drive there, but he was like had a microphone and he was chatting and making jokes, and I'm like looking at you're looking at me, I'm like, what is this? And then like we Google like the booking, we're like, oh, this is a comedy tour. Oh god.
I was like, what the fuck? Comedy? I was like, that didn't say anything about that on the fucking booking.
I
What the
know,
hell?
and I was like, bro, we're not dealing with this, no. But anyway, pleasantly enough, it was actually really funny. We ended up having a really good time, but
Yeah.
we're lucky we made it there at all. And I do take accountability, and I am very sorry because that was my fault.
Yeah, so the alarm goes off in the morning, and fuckhead here decides to just turn the alarm off and go back to sleep. And I didn't wake up until fucking 10 o'clock. And I wake up and I'm like panicking, like, oh my God, what the fuck? It's 10 o'clock. I don't know whether it's 10 a.m. or 10 fucking p.m. I don't know. I just see 10 and I'm confused. I'm like, Taz, wake up. Like, did we miss the tour? Like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, did the alarm go off? And she's like, yeah, I turned it off. And I was like, what do you fucking mean you turned it off? Like, we just spent 300 fucking US dollars on a trip to the fucking Grand Canyon.
Interject though? I'm just going to interject here.
I'm pissed.
I know, I understand that you're pissed, and rightfully so. But yes, you set the alarm on your phone because I don't know if I'd wake up to my alarm, to be honest. And your alarm was going off, and you had the worst alarm ringtone, and I hated it so much. And it was going off, and you were fucking still asleep. And
It's
I'm like,
System of a Down for
yeah,
those listening.
it's awful, okay? And it's blaring, it's
It's
loud.
not awful. It wakes
It
you
is.
up.
Yeah, it did. Fuck, I didn't wake you up because it woke me up, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, can you turn your alarm off, bitch? Like, get up, and you wouldn't. So I think I climbed over you, turned off the alarm, went back to bed.
Wow. Unreal. Anyway, so I put my fucking little thinking cap on because I got to come up with some fucking idea. So I'm like thinking, and then I remembered the day before they rang us and told us that the trip we were booked on was very busy, and they asked us if we wanted to go the next day instead because there was more available seats and it wasn't going to be as busy and it wasn't going to be as crowded, and do we want to like change the day? And at the time we were like, nah, we're fine with the one that we've got.
Mm.
And so in my head I'm like, ding ding ding, we tell
Mm-hmm.
them
Yeah,
we did.
which you made me ring because it was my mistake.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was like, you need to fucking call that lady and fix this right now, bitch. This is you. This is on you.
So I ring the company under Kat's instruction, and I flat out lie to them, say, "Hi, I'm just calling because we had a call prior to this, and they mentioned us changing our booking because it was quite a day, and we haven't got our confirmation. Do you mind resending it?" And she's like, "Oh no, your booking was for today." I'm like, "No, we definitely changed it. Can we please? We just paid so much, blah, blah, blah." She's like, "Not a problem. Oh my God, they did not change it on our system. We will give you updated tickets." And they emailed us new tickets. Like, thank God for that woman for believing our
Oh my God. Thank God she fucking believed us.
lie.
Thank God they rang us
Oh,
the day before and actually asked that, because otherwise I would not have thought to do that.
yeah.
But we did. We made it on our trip to the Hoover Dam and the Grand Canyon. Yes, we were hungover. Yes, the bus ride sucked. Thank God the tour guide was funny. The Hoover Dam is it's something.
Mm.
I don't think you need to see it. I don't know.
Not
Maybe you do.
again.
I don't need to see it again. It wasn't like all that great, but the Grand Canyon, oh my God, it is beautiful. It's like a painting right in front of my face. I've never seen anything
I
like it.
know.
It is just spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad that we went, because initially when we were booking it, we were like, man, $300 US too, like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, do we really need to go see this? It's like not that exciting. Like, it's just a hole in the ground. Surely we could like miss out on it. And we were like, you know what, fuck it. We were both in a good spot financially at the time,
Yeah.
so we were like, you know what, let's just fucking do it. You know, let's just do it. If it's shit, it's shit. Too bad. So sad.
Yeah.
But we did. It was fucking amazing.
It was.
I implore everyone, if you're tossing up whether or not to go see the Grand Canyon, go do it. It's amazing.
Oh, go. It was amazing. It was, like you said, a painting in front of your face. It was beautiful. Look, it was a long bus ride because where we were. But look, the comedy tour was all right. The bus wasn't horrible. We did stop for breakfast. They paid for it was paid breakfast. So we stopped at a little like a diner.
Roadhouse? Yeah,
Yeah,
like a diner.
yeah. We had a breakfast. Then we got back on the bus, and then when we got there, like they weren't like very strict. Like, if we're going, follow us all in a line, and you can only see what we show you. Like they just said, look, this is the area. Please don't stray too far away. Have a look, take photos, whatever. It was great. And then there was also a luncheon they put on. We had this massive barbecue. They had all these different sides, like potato salad, coleslaw, pasta salad. It was great. They had
And
buns.
it was put on by the Native Americans that like live on that
That's
land.
right. Yeah, it was too. It was great.
Um, what are they called? I
I
think they're called like Hualalupe or something. Like, oh God, don't quote me on that. Don't cancel me for saying that wrong.
don't
Um, but yeah, so it's like the specific land that section of the Grand Canyon is on is like owned by that specific Native American people, and they're the ones that organize like the barbecue stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
That's
Like
really good. Yeah.
pulled pork and beef. You could make yourself a sandwich. It was great. And look, I'm sure we can put some pictures up on our Instagram or something. But the pictures honestly don't do justice. Like it's something you just need to see. So if you're going out that way, and as Kat said, tossing and turning whether you want to go, please go. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, you won't regret the Grand Canyon. It's great.
No.
Now another day that I do remember. I remember waking up in the morning And this is probably too much information, but hell, we're fucking here. We've already given this podcast way too much fucking information anyway. But why not have some more? I go to the toilet and I'm about to flush and I look down and I see my fucking poo is green. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, fuck it, Taz. And she's like thinking that I've fallen into the fucking toilet and
Yeah.
I'm drowning. She's like, what the fuck is going on in there? And I was like, you need to come and look at my poo. And she's like, no, I don't. I was like, no, you do. You really do.
I remember that specific moment. Like, Taz. And I'm like, what, are you okay? Like, are you alright? Come look at my poo. I'm like, what? I was like, did that just come out of your mouth? Come look at my poo. I'm like, I'm not looking at your poo. Sorry. Like, I no. We're not, no. That's not in the holiday itinerary. No.
That's not in the itinerary.
No. But you were very persistent, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I better just humour you. And I come into the toilet, and I look down in the toilet bowl, and I see your poo, and you weren't wrong. It was green, like bright green, like the Grinch, and I kind of had a feeling that was what I was coming in to look at, because I'm not going to lie, my poos were also green, except I didn't feel like the need to announce it to you and ask you to have a look.
Why not? If you have fucking different coloured poo, I want to know about it. Well, no, hang on. Not different coloured as in like different shades of poo colour, but if it's like fucking Grinch green, bitch, I need to see that.
Okay, so you tell me next time I take a shit and it's a rainbow colour, you want me to take a photo and send it to you?
Absolutely I do. Are you kidding? Yes.
Okay. I mean, we are pretty close enough friendship to do that, so that's
I
fair.
wish I had a picture of my Grinch poo. I didn't think about it at the time, but fuck, the regret.
So this we went to the Grand Canyon. Oh, and this is my Grinch
This is
poo.
where my poo was green. There was something in that fucking food, I tell ya.
Oh. Look, I think so. But that wasn't the concerning part, okay? The concerning part was when... Now, look, we were very hungover, because, again, we drank a lot. We're in Vegas, hello. At one point, you had vomited, and there was a little bit of blood in your vomit.
There was.
I was like, oh my god, like, that should be checked out. Like, Kat, like, maybe we should slow down a little bit. Like, we have been going pretty hard. And you're like, fuck that. We should go get more mimosas. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, we had been hungover a lot. I didn't think it was anything to worry about because it was only like a really tiny bit. And I think it was mainly just from like a lot of yelling, coughing, vomiting, and like I think the back of my throat was just like scratched a little bit. And it didn't happen again anyway, so I was fine.
Yeah, no, that's true. Look, we got to do a lot of insane stuff in Vegas, and I wish we could talk about all of the things we did, but some of it's just probably a little bit too crazy for this podcast. But look,
Yeah.
here's a little teaser. One included a, I don't know if he was, but US military, fucking I can't speak, US military official that we met at a crazy Vegas party. He was having some personal issues performing downstairs. I'm sure if you use your imaginations, you can surely come up with something in your brain, and it'd probably be pretty much on track.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about high-ranking official men and the fact that they all love to be humiliated. But yeah, that was that guy. We actually met him. It was a pool party that we met him at. And for some reason, everyone was fucking naked at this party.
Yeah.
Everyone that was in the pool, anyway. And there was two pools at our hotel. There was the regular, like general pool for like families and stuff.
Yeah,
And then there was that rooftop pool that had like the crazy parties and stuff.
yeah.
And I actually don't even know how we got into that party because
I don't know either.
there wasn't anyone at the door when we walked in, but then afterwards when we walked out there was like security there that were
Yeah,
like
'cause
checking people's invites and shit, and I was like, how did we get in here?
I don't know how we got in there, but it was quite a surprise because we wanted to go to the rooftop. I'm like, come on, there's a rooftop pool, let's go.
Yeah.
And like, it was just tits and dicks in your face. I'm like, wow, this is okay.
The full Vegas experience.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to show my goods to the world yet, but hey, good for you, everyone else there. I don't know if we did much in that. I think we kind of like had a drink and like went back to the regular like pool, because we fucking did we end up playing like volleyball or some shit?
Yeah, we did. Both of those pools had a bar at them. And so we spent a day at the general pool bar,
Mm-hmm.
and they had these fucking strawberry daiquiris. Oh, they were
Oh,
so good. And they were too good that we didn't actually want to leave. So we were just chilling in the pool for most of the day. We did play water volleyball with some other patrons.
we weren't very
I don't
good
know,
at it
guests,
either.
other fucking hotel
Yeah,
guests.
we weren't good at that. I really didn't want to play, but we're like, oh fuck it, we'll play. I think they needed people to play.
They did, yeah. They
We're
had
like, fuck
didn't
it,
have
we're
enough
okay,
numbers.
but we'll fucking give it a go. But yeah, and you could bring your like drinks to the pool. Like you could have them like sitting with you. It was a dream. Like we had that.
Yeah,
And look, it's hard to remember everything. Like snippets keep coming back, as we said. Like the more we talk about it, the more we remember things.
yeah.
But most of it was just a blur.
I feel like in the States there is more like alcohol in the drinks. I feel like in Australia the bars are so fucking stingy.
Oh yeah,
Like if
definitely.
you were to get like a daiquiri or like a alcoholic slushy or something, it's got like the tiniest amount of alcohol in it. You can't even fucking taste it. In the States, it's like fucking drenched. It's like barely even
Oh
frozen because it's
yeah,
mostly fucking alcohol.
I know. I think so. Like it. I mean, it's definitely not as stingy as Australia. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I remember, like further down in the week, we were meeting up with Horse Guy again. We're gonna like, I can't stop coming up with names of these people,
I know. We
but
can't keep calling people fucking horse guy in Canada and shit like that.
well, we can wipe Canada from our minds forever. But, anyway, we met up with Horse Guy. We wanted to go see the Bellagio Hotel because we wanted to see the water fountains at the front, like the famous fountain show.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, this guy was quite unique and special in his own way. He was quite funny. He wasn't always being serious. And
He was never being serious.
no, and we always just had a laugh. He just made us laugh. It was great vibes, like literally great vibes. So we get into the Uber with him and he asks the driver goes, oh, where you guys heading? He's like, we're heading to the Bellagio. The Uber driver was a little bit shell-shocked. He's like, excuse me, where? He's like, we're going to the Bellagio. And he's like, are you from here? Are you, like, you sound American. Are you American? And he's like, yeah, we're going to the Bellagio. And he's like, I've been an Uber driver for a very long time. I don't have ever heard anyone call it such a thing in all my 20 years of driving.
Oh my god! And do you know what else he said? Which I don't think I literally just remembered it.
What?
He goes, why? He's like, it's actually called the Bellagio. And he was like, oh, okay. He's like, why are you going? Like, oh, you going to see the fountains? He's like, oh no, heard Lady Gaga was playing. He's like, Lady Gaga, and he's like, Lady Gaga, and he's like, no, Lady Gaga.
I forgot about that. Oh my god. And it's
God,
like,
he was so funny. And even during the Uber ride as well, he called his mum on video chat. And he's
yes.
like, hey, mum, I just met these two Australian girls. We're going to get married in Vegas. And he made us talk to his mum on the phone.
I
And
remember that.
the fact that she just did not seem shocked at all by this behavior is what made it even funnier. Like, clearly, this guy has been insane his entire fucking
Oh,
life.
mate, for sure.
If you're listening, Horse Guy, hello. We'll see you next year. Very soon.
We actually still have him on social media, and we do plan to meet up with him and have a drink when we're in the States next year. So can't wait for that. It's gonna be really good.
Mm.
But another thing about Vegas is there is these alcoholic slushy places everywhere. It's a franchise. They're called Fat Tuesdays. They sell these huge, massive containers that you can wear around your neck. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but you can literally drink and smoke anywhere in Vegas, inside or outside, as long as the alcohol is in a closed container.
Yeah, like a plastic container.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, because everything's like all connected,
hmm
you literally can just walk up and down. You can go out of one hotel into another and just have open alcohol like on you. Um, and we also got daiquiris at Fat Tuesdays, and we had them in these like fucking almost meter long containers around our fucking necks all
I've
day.
still got that container, by the way.
I think I do too. I don't know where mine's probably in a suitcase.
Still, I swear, you do this all the time. I don't know. You have a problem. A serious
I do.
problem.
I have a problem.
How do you not unpack your fucking suitcase as soon as you get home? Not as soon as you get home, but within that week.
I don't know, man. I do. I take some stuff out, like stuff that needs to be washed. I'll take it out and wash it. But like, if there's clean stuff in there, and like sometimes shoes or souvenirs or whatever, like yeah, I just don't take them out. I don't know why. It's a real bad habit. It
It
is.
is. I
I
come
think
over
it's,
to your house and go, oh, is that the... I'm like, oh, what's your suitcase still now? Like,
oh yeah, I was just looking for something.
yeah. Oh, I'm just looking for something. Like, what do you mean? Oh, like, we went on holiday. I'm like, yeah, like 6 months ago. And it's still in a... Anyway, I'll never understand that. Get help, please. Urgently.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But those daiquiris, they were so delicious, and you could pay like an extra, I don't know, maybe it was like $5 or something for
Yeah.
an extra shot of alcohol in it. So of course we had extra shots.
Oh, of course.
And because it's so fucking hot, you're walking up and down the strip, the sun's beating down, and you're just like slurping away at these fucking Fat Tuesdays, and they're everywhere. Fat Tuesdays are everywhere, and you literally just give them the container and they just refill it, and it's
It's great.
cheaper to refill it than it is when you initially like buy the container.
Honestly, we were just
So
obliterated.
you're literally like the only fucking liquid that is going in your body is fucking alcohol, and the sun's beating down and you're getting fucking heat stroke and you're obliterated, fucking
Yeah,
so drunk out of your fucking mind, and it's just crazy.
it is. And like I said, we were obliterated the entire time while in Vegas. I don't remember half of it, and
Yeah.
but I do vaguely remember being in like an Irish pub somewhere, and there was a band playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a live
We
band.
were with Horse Guy actually,
Yes,
I
we were
think.
with Full Sky, and they were like, I think they were live on Twitch or something, and they were like asking people, like, what song do you want us to sing? What song do you want us to sing? And we're trying to get them to sing Australian songs. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. And I actually know where that bar is,
Oh,
funnily enough. I remember that bar. I think it's called Hennessy's.
okay.
And it's across from that place that has the scales outside. You know that heart attack grill thing. You know the
Uh,
one. It's the
no.
one that sells like burgers that are called like quadruple bypass and stuff. And there's a big scale outside. And if you're
Mm.
over 300 pounds, you can eat for free. It's
Holy.
like a famous thing. It's like a
Okay.
big. It's on the corner and it's called the Heart Attack Grill.
Damn.
And I'm pretty sure people have actually had heart attacks.
No
Anyway.
shit. Fucking hell.
But yeah, they were streaming on Twitch, so we're like fucking in the bar on Twitch on our phones, like trying to fucking typing all these Australian songs, trying to get them to sing it, and they're like, fucking, what are these songs? I think we requested one specific song. I think it was Horses by Daryl Frankway. And I think we requested it so many times that they were like, fuck, we have to like give this a shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, we did. We put in so many suggestions, and I think they had to end up looking up that song on YouTube, and they
yeah,
tried.
they had no idea. It's like, what is this song?
And they tried to recreate it. Look, it was fucking awful, but good on them for giving it a shot. Like good on
They
them.
gave it a red hot crack.
They did, and good for them. It was actually terrible enough to enjoy.
We were fucking drunk. We didn't know what was going on.
No, we didn't give a fuck. We didn't give two fucking shits, mate. But on but that same night, our horse friend ended up taking us out to dinner, and it was at this really fancy restaurant, and it was actually stunning. Like it was like high class fucking business fancy shit, and
I
we
have
had
no
this.
idea where that was either.
I
I just
don't
remember
know.
it was so dark in there,
It
and it was
was
like,
dark, and they had like lit candles. Like it was beautiful.
yeah,
I don't know if we were dressed for the occasion, but fuck it, they let us
I
in.
don't remember.
I don't know. I just knew it was fucking hella expensive, and the steaks were stunning. Like the food was just beautiful, and I'm pretty sure he paid for the entire thing, and he just wrote it down like it was a business meeting or something.
He
Um,
did, yeah. It was like
yeah,
fucking so expensive.
it's like $500 something. It was insane. Fancy bottle of wine, beautiful steaks. Like it was great. I wasn't.
Yeah. And funnily enough, that was the night when we were at that restaurant. We were like, "Oh, you should come to Australia and visit us," and blah blah blah. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll book the ticket now." And we were like, "What do you mean now? Like you
Yeah,
just spent $500 on dinner. Like
I
you're
know.
gonna book a fucking flight, you psycho." And he gets on his phone. He's fucking obliterated. Like he's
I know.
drunk out of his fucking mind. He's trying to book this flight. He puts in Melbourne. whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's only like $300. And we were like, that
Ooh,
does
that's
not sound right.
cheap.
Like, that's so cheap. And he's like, oh, yeah, because we're in America. And I was like, I don't think that's how that works. Like, I still don't think it's going to be that cheap.
No.
Like, are you sure that's the right Melbourne? Like, there's other places called Melbourne. Like,
Mm.
that does not sound right. He's like, yeah, look, shows us his phone. He's booked, like, I think it's Melbourne, Ohio or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that is not Australia. You got that so wrong. Like, good luck in Ohio. Like, that's not Australia, and we're not going there. So sorry, but um, we ended that night with him asking us if he could ditch his suitcase in our hotel room the next day because he was leaving. But he had to check out of his hotel at 10 and his flight wasn't until the evening. So he's like, hey, can I come ditch my stuff at your hotel? We're like, yeah, no worries. Obviously, we go to bed. We've forgotten about that. Next day, he heads over. We kind of like had forgotten that he was coming, sort of, a little bit. I mean, we knew he was coming. It was still fine with us. We didn't care. But we did forget that he was on his way. And all of a sudden, you just hear like banging, like bang, bang, bang on the fucking door. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, bang, 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 bang. Police, open up. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, what the hell? We both shit ourselves, open the fucking door, like about to panic. And it's just him standing there
I remember that. I remember hearing the bang
in his
bang. I'm like,
fucking horse shirt. And we're like, are you kidding?
yeah. Bang bang bang. Open up. Open up. And I'm like, what the fuck? We open the door. He just waltzes in, jumps in the bed, goes, hey guys. We're like, are you fucking serious?
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Imagine he was knocking on the wrong hotel room.
Right?
Fucking idiot. He booked a flight to fucking Melbourne, Melbourne, Ohio.
Wire?
It would surprise me.
Are you now?
No, I swear, I'm drinking no sugar Coca-Cola.
I can Diet Coke.
No, like the fact like that he booked the wrong flight. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked on the wrong hotel room.
Right?
But yeah, it was just him.
Dopey.
Now, I also remember at our hotel there was some rides they had up like at the top, like some
Yeah,
little rides.
roller coasters and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you made me fucking go on them. I don't like roller coaster rides. I don't
I
like
love
rides.
them. I
I
love
don't.
rides.
No, I hate them. I refuse to go on them. The most I'll do is a Ferris wheel. That's it. I won't
That's
do
so
anything.
lame.
It's not lame. It's beautiful because you can see a nice view and it's a nice peaceful ride. So,
Is
anyway,
that a ride?
can I? Excuse me. Can I
Boring
tell
as
my
fuck.
story? Do you mind? I'm talking. I've got
Sorry.
the talking stick.
Okay.
You know, back when I'm done. All right.
Mhm.
Now, there's a
You
ride.
deserved it.
Shut up. There's a ride that hangs over the edge. And of course you made me go on it. And I was not having it, but I did it anyway because I'm a good friend, you know. And I had my eyes closed, and I'm like, you know, every time I went over the edge, like I close my eyes and go, "Is it done? Is it done?" We back up, you know. And you're like, "Yeah, no." You're like, "Hey, you can open your eyes now." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Open my eyes. All I see is a fucking ground, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It was like 3 seconds before we plunged off the
Yeah, I know. And the fucking dumb thing is, I trusted you a couple of times before. I'm like, I'm not opening my eyes at all. I'm done. I don't believe you. You're talking shit. Fuck you.
It was great. I had
No,
a fucking great time.
I'm glad you did because I didn't.
You know, I think one of those rides malfunctioned recently, actually. I have to go find that article and, but I remember reading it and seeing it and being like, oh my God, I need to show Taz. And I think I forgot about it, like, by the end of the article, but.
You don't need to show Taz. That's fine. I don't need to know what fucking went wrong on that ride.
Oh,
Thanks.
here it is. The
Oh, of
Insanity
course you got
ride
it.
at the Strat in Las Vegas has experienced malfunctions, leaving riders stuck and is now permanently closed. The ride had a significant malfunction in 2023. That was just after us. That required repairs, but the lack of manufacturer for replacement parts was the ultimate reason, for its closure. So there you go. It's not even up and running anymore.
Yeah. Can you imagine being stuck up there? Fuck that. That would have been awful for those people. Yeah. No.
Shame we can't go next time.
Oh, will you be gone by yourself? Because there's no way I'm fucking getting on that ride. But yeah, look, that was our wild trip to Vegas, and that was the start of our fucking holiday. Okay, usually people go to Vegas on their way home, but no, we stopped in Vegas first, and our
Yep.
next stop was going to be New York City, and I feel like that was even fucking crazier than Vegas. But that is for the next episode.
That is for the next episode. We are just fucking animals on holiday for whatever reason.
We are just animals.
It is what it is, though.
Oh, look, there's no. Well, hey, we did restrain ourselves when we went to the pharmacy first, and the rest was just.
For half an hour while we walked to the pharmacy.
Yeah, that's it. That was the only restraint we had. The rest was just anything goes. You just fucking go wild. That's Vegas, hey.
Well, hopefully you all enjoyed living vicariously through our Vegas trip. And
yeah,
we will tell you about the next one when that happens. So
we
stay
will.
tuned for that.
Yes. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for listening. Appreciate all the support, and we will see you in the Big Apple.
Bye.
Bye.